computer so that, it will be recorded on my computer. So now I'm sharing my screen with you, or, let me start recording here. I already recorded. So I'm taking your attendance now. So good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. So today is a really a pleasant day, right? Saturday. Looks bright. Very bright. Very nice outside. You see from the window, right?
Yes, sir, we can.
Today is really, really nice. And every Saturday you come to class. Okay. So you learn something new. So imagine yourself going to a swimming lesson or a bicycling. So systems, area is more of something like swimming. So and systems area is something like bicycling. Sometimes you fall down, but it's really not, as long as you are in the safe zone, it's not a problem, right? When you are swimming, there are two zones. One is the deep end, another is the shallow end, right? So until
Yes.
you learn something better, right? Then you be in the shallow end. So do something which is always something that you know thoroughly, do that so that, your system doesn't crash. Okay. So
Okay.
thank you so much. And Stephanie is here, I think, right? Stephanie, I gave my attendance.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
Stephanie.
I am.
Very good morning, Stephanie. Good
Good
morning.
morning.
Sean Balkaran. Sean.
Yes, sir.
Good morning, Sean. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Yeah. Kemiyoji. Sorry, I takes me some time to pronounce it better. Kemiyoji. Yeah, Kemiyoji. Not here?
No, he answered you in the chat. His
Oh, I
microphone
see.
is not working.
Great. So that means, so it's present, and present. So present means I have to, give some number here. So 0, actually 0 means 0 absence. It's the number of hours of absence. You can check also on the system, the attendance that I give you. So Alina Hamlet.
Good morning.
Good morning, Alina. So great. So Patrick, pleasure to be here. Patrick,
Yes.
pleasure to see you actually. So, and Mauricio is here. Mauricio.
Hi, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mauricio. Asker, good morning here. I know that you logged in with 2 devices, right? Asker. So George Alberto.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, George. So Hajiba Sadiki. Good morning, Hajiba. I already seen you logged in already. So Muhammad Reja also logged in. I have seen him, right? Muhammad Reja. Good morning, Muhammad Reja. Good morning. Diana Milena.
Yes,
So I've
sir.
seen you logged in also. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning. Juan Sebastian. I think I seen you also logged in.
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So Elena, I think I've seen Elena joining.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Colin is here also.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, Colin. I kept you in mute. I kept you into mute. Please keep yourself in the mute when somebody is speaking behind you. So great. So it's very nice, very nice. All of you are present, excellent attendance. Since the first lecture class, you have been always here. So very, very nice. Every class is a pleasure. So let me share my screen with you so that you see what we are going to do today and what you have done in the past, right? So like I told you, we'll start, practicing on the TICFP platform, right? Also, I'm sharing my screen with you. You see my screen right now, right? So there are 2 panels here. So I have to keep these panels closed. So one is the video panel, so meeting is transcribed. Okay, no problem for me. And then, you know what, I'm going to close these video panel I'm closing. And then maybe I can open the video panel whenever I want to see it. Yeah. So video panel is closed. So now it's going to be closed. I want to close the video panel, hide the video panel, and also hide the floating panel. These two panels are obstructing, in the past, Zoom was not like this. Zoom used to be a lot better than, I think improving, but it was automatically closing in the past. Okay, now clicking on the list of the items that we have here. So I keep on updating the, course outline as we move on, because I'm giving you more insight into it as I am developing this course actually. So, today we will, so if you look at here, right, the course outline is the first thing we need to always look at where we are and what we are doing and so on. So if you look at here, in the very first lecture class, we looked at the introduction to Linux and then history, overview, key components, and several Linux distributions. So why did Linux become more popular? Can anyone tell me, please? Why did Linux become so popular today? We are all companies are working using the Linux distributions of their own. Someone said something. Can you please?
Open source?
Excellent. Mainly it is because it is open source software. So what is the meaning of open source?
Anybody can contribute.
Anybody can take the source code and make the modifications and then contribute. Excellent. So contribute means what? You make changes and then give it to the community back again.
Right.
So the community benefits here, right? So it's like creating a win-win situation to everybody, right? So, which means that you don't need to cook yourself. Other people are cooking, and then you have so much variety now on the table. It's like a potluck, So, you have so much variety in there. So, some distributions you like them, you want to use them, like going to a buffet place and serving yourself what you like in the plate. And sometimes you mix them and then eat yourself, right? Am I right or no? Two things you put them together and then mix it, blend it, and then create a new flavor. So another thing is in computing world that you have, server roles are very, very popular. Server is a heavily working area. Server is a program that is actually providing a service. So, graphical user interface is on the client side, client and the server, two programs. So the Linux is used, most of the time on the server side, because, it became more popular. Then GUI is also becoming, more and more popular on the desktop side also. Once it became a robust operating system, it is opening a gateway to even the desktop computing. We have seen that in the very first lecture class. So the most important thing of the first lecture class was the installation of the Oracle VBox and Ubuntu. So I would like you to tell me, so all of you installed it, right? Am I right or no? If you did not use the Ubuntu, it doesn't matter. You can use Kali Linux and other Linux distribution. Any Linux distribution is fine. You probably have to do little bit changes. It doesn't really matter to me whether you use Linux or, Linux, a Ubuntu version, or, Kali Linux, or, Red Hat Linux, or, so any Linux that you want to, Yum, for example, another Linux, right? So another distribution, all any distribution is good. So all of you, can you please confirm to me, all of you have some distribution?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we have.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Excellent.
Yes.
Yeah, better be because we are in the third lecture today, right? So, in the last lecture class, we looked at the basics and the shell commands for managing the files and directories. Okay. And a VI also, like I was telling you, HJKL, those, remember the keys on the keyboard, HJKL. So for the, three different modes, command prompt, command mode, and, command line mode and edit mode, right? Edit mode has a insert mode and a replace mode. So we were looking at the VI editor. So basically text editor, right?
You got.
Excellent. And again here in the, we have, a lab I created. This one I gave you a lab. I did not put any grade to it because this is the installation only. but certainly, you have submitting something. So I will probably assign, we all agree upon some change here. I can make a change and assign a grade to it also. So, but right now I did not, do anything here. So any change requires everybody's approval. Okay. So class test I'm going to give you today. You studied, 2 classes. So we'll have a class test, which I did not give you last class. I will give you today. We can schedule it or do it during a class time. And again here, right? So assignment 2, I posted with a detailed instruction. Did you see that, please? Did you receive my email?
Yes, thank you.
saw.
And how was it? How was it? It was with instructions. Was it good?
Yes, very useful. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So it's like a practicing. The objective here is to make you practice as much as you can. So when you know something, you can remember that. You see, in this area, most of the time is like a memory. You see what I mean? So memorizing all those commands that I gave you, so many commands that I gave you. So one by one, you will practice them. So keep on practicing them. So the basic commands you have seen in the last lecture class. You also understood the shell, the different shells going from one shell to another shell. You've seen that, right? So did you face any difficulty in this lab 1 that we did in the last class? And then you had to repeat it.
Yes, I have had some difficulties with the last exercise.
Yeah, VI editor or which one?
But
the VI?
eventually I did it. Yes.
Excellent, excellent.
Okay.
So good
Yeah,
to
me
hear.
too. I'm in the BI a little bit there. The last question that
Absolutely. That's normal because you know what? You are doing it the first time, and the VI is a very unfriendly editor, right? Unfriendly editor. And I created some groups. Do you remember that? Did you receive my message from the, from the last, after the last lecture class? I think, I thought I have your telephone numbers, but I don't have your telephone numbers or your email addresses. So which means that today, right, you can exchange. So I created some groups, right? Group number 1, group number 2, group number 3, group number 4. So the entire class is divided into 4 groups. Of course, you are, free to speak with anyone in the class, right? So and share your ideas, take some help from the others. You all agreed, right? Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Did you agree that you all, can have groups and then help each other and then try to, try to learn from each other?
I'm in the wrong group.
You're in the wrong group. So you want to move to which group? So I can put you into any group you want.
Initially, group 1 was Patrick, me,
Oh,
Colin.
I see. I think I probably did, made a change to the groups as a. Initially, you were in the.
Well, group 1 was Patrick, Colin.
Patrick. Okay, but that was coming from the other side, I think, right? Okay, all right. So I think I took it here. So Patrick, you want me to rewrite them?
Unless you guys all want to change.
No, we were fine with the groups. We've even set up a Zoom group. So
All right.
we've already
Okay.
started working together.
Okay. I respect what you are really doing, saying. So let me change them and then update them and repost it again, right? So let me do that. It's a good thing to do it. So Patrick is here.
Yes.
So Patrick, so Control X. So I'll put that into group 1 here, right? Is group 1?
Yes.
Okay, group 1. And who is in the group 1? So I will just make that instead.
Colin.
So 1 second, Colin and
me, Oscar.
So Colin is here. So I'm putting Colin here, Control X. It's worthwhile to do some little bit of time here. So Colin.
Oscar.
And Elena.
I took it from the just what we had here, right? So you form the group, which is very good. So Oscar is here and
Elena.
Not Timur, not Stephanie.
Hamlet.
Elena. Control X, right? So 4 of you, right?
Yes.
So group 1, 4 of
Thank you.
Very good. No problem. You know, it is our objective is to make it easy for all of you. So that is the objective. And also help each other, right? It will help you, you know, contribute to each other and help. You know, you are not limited to only this group, or you can also do, you know, if you have friends, right, in the class. Making friends is very important in you know, in real life scenarios. So now the other groups, group number 2, who are the people, please? I'll write down here. Group number 2.
Me, Diana.
Diana. So 1 second. So Diana. Good. So Diana Milena. I have to
Yes.
Diana Milena. Control X. Control V. 2. And so I will send them back to you, right? This one I'm going to send you back. So next, please, in the group 2. You forgot your groups. Then I'll keep you here, whoever is here. Is it okay?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think I have Elena, Diana, Hajiba, all of you are in the one group, I think, you know? Am I right?
It was Diana, Elena, Stephanie, Hajiba, and me, George.
George. So let me put George here. Rodrigo. Control X. And then Hajiba. Hajiba. Insert. And Elena, right? I think 4 of you or 5 of you.
We were
in-
5.
5
And
in
me
the group.
also, Stephanie.
Stephanie. Control X. Control V. And I'll just make the same color. So all of you are in one group. So consultation groups, right? These are consultation groups. You can help each other, and then, okay, if any group work is done, then you will be working together. So like a project or anything. So one more thing is here. So the next group, please. Is that Timur, Sarah, Askar? Askar, which group were you?
I'm in group 1.
You are in the group 1?
Yeah, you already put me.
I already put you in there. Okay, all
Thank
right.
you.
So let me just remove here because your name is here still. Mauricio, Mirko, Mohammad Reja. Mohammad Reja, where are you? Which group? I think probably stepped out.
In our group,
Which group? Group number?
number 2.
Number 2. Okay. So I'll have 5, you know, 5, 6. Bigger group then. Mohammad Reja. Okay, I'll just put Mohammad Reja in the group 2 here. And then I'll change the color also here. And change the group number to 2. Okay. So next, please. So all of you put in one group or 4 groups or 3 groups we put in? If you don't remember, then I will just put you into one group. Is that okay?
Yes, I really don't remember in which group I was.
So Timur, who are your partners though? So here, group number 3. Am I right or no? Three here, Sarah, Shan, Timur.
Well, I know I'm in group 3 in the Java class, but in this class, I don't know where I belong.
Okay, all right. I'll put you into all of the remaining people into one group I can put in, or you can move one of you to the group number 1, because group number 1 is only just four people, I think, right? So anyone wants to move to group number 1? Hello?
I don't mind.
Or,
I'm number one.
or I'll leave all of you into the same group here.
I don't mind. You can move me. Put me wherever.
Okay, all right. Sean, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. I will put Sean in the group number 1. Okay, I will put this Sean to group number 1. Already put Sean in the group number 1. Please join the group. You know, they created a WhatsApp group also, right? Which is very, very good. So that means you will be able to help each other. So the rest of the team members I put into group number 3. Okay, I will send you back again this distribution of the groups. We have reduced one group, which means that you will have certainly will have some help all the time. Okay, so that's a very good thing that we did now. So I will send you by email. So in the chat box, you can exchange your contact information, whichever you like. All right. So every class we were doing, so we were doing some practice here, right? So let me stop sharing here 1 second. All right. Okay. So I'm just opening the lecture of today. I think this is the PDF version of it. Okay. So I'm continuing now. I'd like to, check, what we have done, and we thought that we will look at them and then come back to today class. I'm sharing my screen with you again. So, and we will do the review together. Some review together. So I already posted on the work page, on the Leah, I posted. So I would like you to actually tell me, so what you have, whether you studied or not studied, So all of you, I want all of you to contribute today class. So I'm sharing my screen again with you, and I'm closing the video panel and the floating panel. So you see, so the practice here. So I want you to tell me which one fits in which here. So running the Linux and Windows on the same computer, on the same physical computer, what is it actually?
Embedded Linux.
Anyone else, please? Running, right now, we were doing Ubuntu on the same computer, the Linux on the same computer of the Windows.
Virtualization.
Yeah, virtualization.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's
embedded
true.
means within the devices, right?
Mhm.
Like a microwave or a fridge or a car, any software that you install. So that is embedded, inside. the devices. Okay. So the first one is what? Virtualization. So infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure, like a physical platform that you have, you
Linux
know,
cloud computing.
basically, yeah, cloud computing, right? Is it not?
Yes.
So the cloud computing is, something that you sell on the internet, like a software as a service. Okay. That means you can buy applications. So infrastructure as a service, that means you can even buy physical hardware on the internet. You can take a small computer, okay, a small computer, a tiny computer, like a $100 computer, a $200 computer, and you can buy at, like a $100,000 server for you, and you can increase it, decrease it. So in cloud computing, that is possible. And there are so many companies that are offering cloud computing services, right? Can you name some of the computer companies that are offering cloud computing?
AWS.
Yeah.
So Microsoft does. There's a bunch of them that do.
Excellent. So Microsoft does. Almost all companies are selling. Even Amazon is selling, right? Amazon Web Services. So Amazon, Amazon is everywhere nowadays. So now used by Google on, managing intelligent devices here.
Linux on mobile devices.
Yeah, exactly. Linux on mobile devices as a physical product sell. So manages intelligent devices such as automation, control equipment, and so on. There's only one left now here, right? Which one is it?
The embedded one.
The embedded one. So embedded, Okay, all right, very good, very good. So now users are complaining that the clocks for their operating systems do not match the current time.
DHCP.
NTP.
NTP. What is NTP?
It's the clock server. I don't remember the exact name, but
network time protocol.
Protocol. That's it.
Network time protocol. SSH is basically secure socket, layer, like which is SSH secure shell, and the DHCP, dynamic host control protocol, and a proxy is basically proxy server, a server that actually provides you indirect access to the direct. If you want to go to your manager, you have to go to a secretary first. So like a proxy is like provides you indirect access. You cannot walk in directly to the manager's office, but you need to go to secretary first and take an appointment. So here, so the best answer for the clock setting here is the NTP, right? Network time protocol. So you know what? You have to study, my friends. I'm going to give an exam now. So all right. So users are complaining they're unable to connect any servers to the internet. So based on the symptoms they describe, you suspect that they are not being assigned a correct IP addresses. This is a very common problem.
DHCP.
DHCP.
Yeah, DHCP, because dynamic host control protocol is not working properly, and you can get, that's what hackers will go to the DHCP. DNS, and then try to DNS use a DHCP. So, and the DNS server is corrupted, then you get the wrong IP addresses. That's what the hackers do most of the time. The SNMP is simple network management protocol. All the network devices people manage. VPN, I already mentioned about the proxy, and the VPN is virtual private network. So basically on the same physical network, you can have multiple virtual private VPNs running securely. So with its own, addressing schemes. And so it will actually translate the IP addresses and provides you some security also. It provides you some security. So now you tell me a protocol used for communicating with, communicate with and monitor network devices and servers. What is it actually?
SNMP.
SNMP that controls the devices, right? Basically I was actually writing programs for SNMP to control network management in, Orange Business Services, Societe Internationale de Telecommunications Aeronautics. That's where I was working before coming to, Canada. And I continued working for the same company for over 30 years. 30 number of years I worked for SITA, Societe Internationale de Telecommunications Aeronautics. It's a worldwide telecommunication network. That means in Montreal we have, some systems, but entire world has. It is a computer network. And there is a management system. And the SNMP is a protocol that we use. Simple network management protocol to communicate with all the devices in the entire world and control them, give them commands, SNMP commands. Okay, the next one, a protocol used to securely logging on to the remote systems, right? With encryption. Which one?
SSH.
SSH, secure shell. Okay. And now you have here, so resolving the mapping of the, the fully qualified domains, fully qualified domain names to IP addresses. I mean, IP addresses are associated with the domain names.
Name server.
Name server. Perfect. Perfect. Name server. Okay. So basically DNS, domain name server. Okay. And the last one, of course, is only one thing left out, front end HTTP daemon. People call this as HTTP daemon also. So basically a program responsible for accepting HTTP, okay, requests from the clients, the web server, right?
Yes.
This is a front end server. So in the network architecture, the first component is a firewall. Okay, it's like a main gate to your home. When you have a home, you have the main gate. So somebody has to pass through the main gate because you locked it already. So you have to open. That means, is an automatic gate, for example, you have a biometric or some, other authentication system. So, and you will be, or a, card, right? Access card. And you show the access card, the gate opens for you, just like a secured gate. And then once you are there, then you still need to come to the main gate to be able to deal with another check, that is a web server. The web server will decide whether you are allowed to provide a service and what type of service. All right. So now, I want you to capturing the timeline here, timeline of events that take place in the system. And I put them in a file.
Logging.
And the file is called log file. Okay. So the type of network that uses encryption to allow IP traffic. Which one is it? The type of network that uses encryption. VPN. Excellent. So increases the response time to backend servers by distributing the workload across the all available servers. Load balancing, right? Excellent. Only one thing left out now is what? Proxy. A computer that provides indirect internet access to the system, indirect system. Remember I was telling you, secretary provides you, access to the, say computers in your network or, in the local, wherever you are, and, secretary provides, the proxy provides you indirect access. Okay, very good, right? So now, you know what? Your company has many application developers to run on the Linux system. You currently have 4 teams working, okay, on different aspects of the same application. So which are the following server roles? These are the server roles, which is going to fit for your testing all members' code without affecting each other. Project operator. What is it? Containers, excellent. Clustering is grouping, and database is an application. Load balancing is dividing the work. Monitoring is supervising. Containers are creating environments where you live in. Like we have a home, for example, and the family lives in the home. Another home, another family lives in the home. Okay, so like that, containers are they have self-contained libraries, programming environments, you know, and sharing the resources of the same kind interest that you have. All right, very good. So now you have here the Tim is a system administrator, okay, who wants to simplify the provisioning and disabling of user accounts. So which of the server roles Tim should install and configure?
Authentication server.
Authentication server. Excellent. Authentication is making sure that you have the right credentials, right? Making sure that you have the right credential. We have already looked at the other things here: container, proxy, and load balancer. You are absolutely right. Authentication server. Okay, good. So now you tell me here, your company recently set up a VPN and wants to use a digital certificate for authentication instead of a pre-shared key. Which are the following server roles would allow the company to provide the functionality internally instead of using external provider?
Certificate.
Certificate.
Excellent, excellent. Certification authority. SNMP is for supervising network, like a simple network management protocol. Name server like a DNS, like translating the names to the IP addresses. SSH is for remote connection, for example, securely. And certification authority is the one which is the answer for this, because the digital certificate for authentication is provided by the certification authority. Excellent, excellent. So your company is running a critical business application, okay, and executive team wants to ensure the server is available to all times. Of course, server should be available all the time. Even the event of a server failure, it should be available. So how can you get that? So for example, a
Yes.
system fails, it should be available, still available. Yeah. How is it possible? You
Would
have
it
a
be clustering?
Clustering.
excellent. You keep a backup. Suppose
Right.
something fails, so someone else takes over the role. You see what I mean? So clustering will provide you failover. Okay. So that means what? So hot standby. Somebody keep on looking at, okay, there is a protocol between them. So know how they work. So how they work, let me take the thing in there and then try to write it down for something for you here, right? So basically, you have the main system here. Let me just put that here. I think 1 second, I will probably, I have to pick up this draw, because every time it used to be automatic in the past, but now for some reason, my setting changed here. So I'm not getting it automatically now. I have to take it every single time. So now you have here. So when you have here, for example, the main here, so it's working, the main is working. All right. The standby is next to it, and keep on looking at it. Standby. Keep on looking at it. Okay. And then if this fails, this becomes main. And then this becomes standby. The roles are switched. So now somebody, and it also gives, there is a gentleman here. So network administrator, the standby will tell him, oh, I took over. A message will go to his, either cell phone or, console, or whichever. If he's in the office, he'll get, if he's on the, on the road, he will still get a message to his cell phone. And then he'll just, okay, that's such an event took place. And then he will repair this. Okay. A chassis in a laboratory looks like this, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
And you have a rack, you have another rack, and you have another rack, and different racks you have. In each rack, you have a card here, you have another card here, another card here. These are the cards which are working. That figure I draw here is in the lab environment. okay, in the real lab environment, how they look like. This card is the main here. This card is a standby. Okay, you must have seen, right? Did you see it? The lab environments where you see a lot of chassis and so on, because I was working in there. Okay, clustering is going to give you an opportunity to, stand by for some other, if there is any failure, failure in the systems, right? Did you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
So you have any questions? Okay, you will see.
Not at the moment.
You will see this environment when you join a job, because people will train you on the hardware. Okay, Alex is a webmaster, is implementing order processing system like a ERP. What is ERP?
Enterprise
Entity relation.
No, resources.
Oh, sorry.
resources.
Enterprise resources planning.
Yeah, planning. Yeah.
Yeah, SAP. SAP is an enterprise resource planning system. You see what I mean, right? SAP. Did you hear about SAP?
Yeah.
Yes.
SAP is a company. Oracle. Oracle e-business suite. Okay. SAP all-in-one. Microsoft is always there, right? So Dynamics Navision. Dynamics Navision is a company, and they bought this SAP, the ERP system, which was Dynamics, and the Microsoft bought it, and then they made it their own. So these are the big players. There are other players also, ERP is a big software. So every company, when you go to a company, for example, so, you have a role, and then to be able to control your role and connect all you to the entire company, SAP will provide you, or ERP will provide you. SAP is a de facto standard for the ERP system, because the biggest software system compared to any other thing. The funny thing is, they use Oracle database. SAP uses Oracle database. Oracle created their own ERP system, but SAP is the most popular system because they started at the beginning. Okay, so we said that this is what? Database system, right? Hello, what is the answer for this
Yes.
question here?
Database.
Database. So basically monitoring is like a network monitoring or a system monitoring. Clustering is putting a failover and so on. The VPN will give you, indirect access to the, the secure access to the, network resources. On the same physical, network, you have several networks will be working at the same time, right? So several VPNs will be running at the same time. All right. Your company uses both Linux desktops and Windows desktops, both of them. Okay. So, and which of the following server roles should be used to provide central location for users of both operating systems to share files?
File server.
File server.
File server. Excellent. Okay. We have seen the other servers also. File servers is the one which gives you access to the controlling access to the files. All right. So now your company has been expanding, okay, number of servers in the data center. So there is an increased need for gathering metrics and watching and so on. Immediately you know what the answer is going to be, right? So logging, database, monitoring, containing. Containers are for development environment. You already told me.
Monitoring.
Monitoring.
Monitoring. Excellent. So monitoring, right? So, all right. So you know what? There are monitoring protocols like SNMP is simple network management protocol. It can be used for monitoring. The traps are generated as the systems, get some events that take place. Okay. There are two things you do. For example, my son, okay, if something goes wrong with him, he will immediately make a note of it himself. And then he'll come and tell me. So he tries to take care of them. He will make a note of it himself. And then you come also, do tell me. So because I'm a manager, so then inside a network, there is a management system where you have to report. And you, as a system yourself in the network, you should make a local log file also. You need to maintaining the local log file and also send these, important things to your management system. The whole thing is manager. So, and then there's a server here. The architecture is like this. This is a network system. Okay, this is a network system. And this is somewhere in the network. And there's a management system here, management system, or network management system, NMS, network management system. So if something goes wrong, okay, he will make it something in the log file here locally, and then also sends it to the network management system like a trap. Event took place. And then there is a HP OpenView. HP is a company which created OpenView, okay, for monitoring. So over here, right, there'll be entire map, the world map kind of thing will be there, each system where it is located. And then if something goes wrong, it will show you there on the map so that, visually the operator can see on the screen. Like a big screen, they will keep an entire world, all big, components or systems are displayed there. If something goes wrong, it will show on the screen. So this one is a control center. And they will be monitoring the entire network, for example. Okay. So each server that is located, right? So we'll be able to be monitoring. So excellent, excellent. You people are following. I'm very glad. So now, which of the following is a primary role for a mail transfer agent? Because mail transfer has a mail transfer agent, but for example, so when I'm sleeping, my computer is not on and I'm sleeping. Can you send a message to me, email? Yeah, you can send an email. So when you send an email, it will be loaded, waiting for with the server, and there is a transfer agent working, right? Isn't it? So, okay. So the transfer agent is going to keep the message with him. That can be loaded, and then when I switch on, okay, then he will send the email to the destination empty. Can you tell me which role is it going to control the bandwidth? Our bandwidth is the amount of the throughput that you have in the network. Is it redundant online storage? Which
No.
one is it?
It stores the
I
message.
store. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. The storing the message that can be loaded, or sent to the, okay. So you all, okay, follow this. Elena, Diana, I don't hear from you.
Yes, I'm following.
Thank you, thank you. Hajiba,
Which one?
very good.
I answered few of the questions.
Excellent, excellent. I want to hear from everyone, right?
Yeah.
So that's why. So which of the following server roles would you implement to provide services offered by CUPS or IPP?
Print server.
Print service.
Print server.
So print server, right? So basically, okay.
Mhm.
The print server is the one, we already know the proxy server, what that means, monitoring SSH, we already know. So obviously that is. So that is the one, right? Okay. And the last question, I think, I think I finished this one here. Okay. I think I did not write anything about this in the lecture notes, but you know what? I mentioned at one point, right? So a technician has been assigned to work on the Apache software, Apache server. So Apache, web server, like a Linux, another Linux. So you know what? There is a yellow dog updating modifier. Yum is yellow dog update that's connected to Apache and makes it easier for some of the commands. It's called Yum repository. So the name itself tells you the answer also can be one of them. What is the question in the first place, right? Technician has given a work order to install Apache Web Center. So you have to install now. Which are the following commands should you use for the installing the web server? Web server, like I told you a few minutes ago, if you remember what I was talking about, okay? HTTP daemon is the web server because the client and the server are communicating using the HTTP protocol. HTTP is a common protocol people use for communicating between the client and the server. Server is here, client is here. Okay, client is here, server is here. Okay. So now you tell me, it's not
Yum.
DNS. Yeah, it's not done DNS. Okay, which one?
Yum install.
Install
HTTP.
HTTP daemon. Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Good. Okay. So let me give you a few minutes. I think 10 minutes should be enough or something, or so can you open, all of you, please open, all of you open. Okay. So TCAP, TIC,
Okay.
all of you, please. I hope you did not forget your passwords. I know, you're just starting it, right? So I understand. If you find difficulty, I'll give you another chance. Okay, don't worry. So if you are stuck with and forgot with your thing and so on, I'll give you another chance to actually work on it. So don't be stressed. Don't be stressed, So if you, but all of you created accounts here, right?
Yeah.
So I'm putting some effort into this course. I am creating this course here as we are working on. So then a lot of work I'm doing here. So because of that, that I think.
Okay. Nice.
No, it's my password, my friend. Okay, I'm not telling you all of it anyway, so you will not know my password. So Linux operating system. That's a course, right? I'm going to give you one test now. So let me schedule it for you. I'm stopping the sharing screen here. Okay. So I'm scheduling it to open now. Are you ready now?
No, not yet. 1 minute. 1 minute. Let me log.
All of you, please log in.
Yeah, but I gotta find my password.
No problem. No problem. I will wait for you.
Okay.
It's
I know
gonna be
you are
Word.
assessments, right?
you're doing for the first time, right? So that's why I'm doing it in the class today. But next class, I will probably schedule it for the next, after the class. Okay. I want to see.
Okay, copy.
I want to see. So, that you don't face any issue with this.
So it's gonna be under assessments, right? That's where you're,
Yeah. So I'm going to open it for you. 1 second. Okay. So don't take too much time. I'm going to give you some time, but don't take too much time because I want to finish quickly. And we will have a break at 10:30. Okay. All right. So did you log in the first place? Let me check it.
Yes. Yes, I am
you
logged in.
You logged in.
Yes.
So let me open it for you so that you will be able to see it in the tests, not assessment, but so tests. Do you see, something
I
called
don't.
test? Do
No.
you see?
Yes, we do now.
You do. And
Yeah,
then
it wasn't there 2 minutes ago.
Yeah, it wasn't
Okay,
there
I
2
got
minutes
it.
ago. Now the test, like,
Okay.
the test one, I actually posted there. Do you see the test one?
Yes.
So now you can click on it and start
No.
working on it. Do you see it?
Okay.
No.
Yes.
Where is
I
that? Sorry.
don't.
Do you see? Did you log in the TCAP?
Yes. but I couldn't find it. It's under the test or
Under the tests.
under the test.
Click in the test.
Okay.
You find the test now?
Yes, yes, yes.
So Elena, Diana, Hajiba,
No, I'm okay.
please, if you need any help, right, just let me know, because you're practicing for the first time. It will take you some time to understand, right?
Teacher, I'm facing issue to log in. I had done last time, but now I cannot get in. I'm trying to.
If you say forgot password, it will send an email to you.
And
Okay?
then after the email, what should we do?
Yeah, for any reason you are not able to do, then I'll give you another chance. Don't worry about it, because this is the first time you are doing, but I want you to actually keep your password secure and safe, and at the same time, don't forget it.
Okay,
So
found.
yeah. You know, you click on the tests, you find the test there, open. I've opened only one test, right? For the last part of the, thing. I want you to finish it. I
Dragged
gave you
it.
some time to finish off the test, right?
I can't seem to drag it. Oh, okay, okay. Now I got it.
Yeah,
You have to drag it from the left side to the right side.
Yeah, I know, but it wasn't rolling. Okay, I got it now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
glad
but
that
it's not
you're
doing
able
any.
to. It's an exercise for all of you, right? So I know in normal situation, so you will be able to, you know, peacefully do it. So the exams will be, you know, conducted something like this. So you are practicing now the class test. So I will give you for 2 points for this one. So you'll get 2 points.
Um,
Once you complete, let me know.
how do you? I mean, I'm just dragging it across, but I see no kind of reaction, really.
It should work.
having the same issues.
You need to drag the orange
Yeah,
to the green.
The dots. You drag the dots.
Oh, the dots you have to drag.
Yeah, orange to green.
any dots.
Oh, I see what it is. Okay, it's you join them, you connect them.
Yeah.
Okay, now I got it.
It opens like a bar.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I was trying to drag the whole thing.
But you're
Okay,
practicing. Your first time you're doing, so it's okay. Next time you will learn, you know. So that's why I gave you
Got it.
15 minutes time for a few questions.
Okay.
So Elena, you're able to do now?
Yes,
Very good.
I thought it was the entire thing.
Don't worry, it's okay.
Same.
Everyone has the same issue, so. Excellent, excellent.
Okay. Big computer. Okay, now I got it.
Mohammad Reja, is okay?
Yes, it's okay.
Very
Yeah.
good, very good.
What's this? So,
You like this platform?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
cool.
It's very cool.
Done.
If you finished, very good. A few more minutes to go.
Okay.
I think I missed one.
You can always go back.
Okay.
But you know what? The last button is a submit button. Once you submit, you
Oh.
cannot go back. So, but don't worry if you miss one, because I will exempt, one of the tests too. And again, it's only just 2 points, right?
I'm sorry. Oh, I can always go back and do it. I couldn't drag it, so I just kept going. I thought I could have gone back at the end. Okay.
Oh,
Let's
you
see
can
if
go
it's
back, but
forward.
once you click on the submit button, you cannot go back.
Okay.
Yeah. But don't worry much. It's okay because you first one, I know it's difficult for everyone.
Which is the
It's a practicing. That's why it's 2 points only. So you'll do well in the midterm
Yes.
exam and the final exam.
Okay. Next, which is the services, social location. And that's the first. Okay.
Will all your exams be on TKSP?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the TKP, yeah, exams will be on the TKP, yes. So the midterm exam, I'll give you on the TKP. Still need to make things, and but I will work on it. So you will have a lot of practice like this. Every class you come, you will have a practice. So don't miss classes. It's like going to a swimming lesson, right? And if you miss a swimming lesson, you will be behind from the crowd. So everyone else, you want to be with everyone else. So three more minutes to go. By now, I think more than 50% of you must have completed, no?
Yeah.
Yes.
Once it says answer save, you're finished, right?
Yeah, you completed.
Okay.
You submit at the end. The last button is the submit button. Common mistake people do is they don't answer questions, but they keep on looking at the other question. And the last button is a submit button. And they accidentally press the submit button. And the exam gets submitted without answering any question. You understand me? This is a common mistake. Please don't do that mistake. And you will not get the same questions, by the way. So you can synchronize. So one cannot copy from others.
Okay. Is mine submitted?
Yeah, submitted.
Is this Colin?
It gets submitted automatically if you don't submit.
Okay. No, because I click end test and that's it, right?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, good.
If you recorded your answers, that's going to be stored for sure.
Okay, cool. Okay.
Some kind of this kind of activity you'll have every class. Okay. You have the activity every class.
Okay, got it.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. 1 more minute to go to complete. Meanwhile, I'll open Ubuntu. Oracle, the Linux that we installed, right? That's my virtual box. So I'm making it ready for you for the next lecture, right?
Excuse me, we should click on the end or
Yeah, submit at the end, right?
so, okay.
So it'll get
You-
submitted automatically. If you did not submit it, don't worry about it.
You
Mohammed
got
Reja,
you got my answer right now?
you will get right away for sure.
Perfect.
You want me to check it? I'll check it. But the thing is, there's no need to check it because so you will have, you know, it won't leave anyone without recording their answers. It won't leave. So once you enter them, they're there. So I can check also right away in real time. I can check your, you know, score also.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, you did well. You know, some of you did excellent. Some of you are, you know,
It's
still
like
ongoing.
driving license test.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, it's excellent, excellent. Very good. You're learning very well. So Mohammed Reja was asking me, right? Yeah, you did excellent, Mohammed Reja. You did excellent. I'm not sharing my screen, right?
No,
Are you
you're
see-
not.
Yeah.
No, we don't see everybody else's results.
Exactly, Patrick. Thank you. I don't want to make an accident of, you know, showing, you know, the other people's results, right? So, okay. So good. So sometime, you know, I have to ask you like that. Are you seeing it now? Okay, all right. So the next class, don't miss it. So you'll have a similar exercise. Okay, you're ready now. So I'm moving on now. So moving on to the, you know, let me share my screen now again. So I have to share my screen again. We have 15 minutes to go. So at least we start something now and then make things happen. So I am actually logging on the Ubuntu also. It'll come back to us. So, and then meanwhile, I'll just open. I posted the lecture notes on the web page, right? Did you see that, please?
Yes.
Okay. So now this is what we have here. Let me close these, you know, panels, video panel, and the you know, the floating panel. I want to close it. So today we are going to do what? Users and groups. So Linux users you want to create, and then, okay, control them, manage them, and creating groups also. So you want to do that. Today is going to, that's what you're going to do. So every user will have a user code and password. Do you agree with me? I will say always you agree with me or something. So that's my, you know, keyword, you know, please forgive me if you don't find it. So let me just, again, like I told you, each time I have to take the pen here. Different, let me take a different color here, but I don't think it'll give you a different color. Let me check it. So user code and password, see what I mean? So user code, every user will have a unique user identifier. User ID is a number. The root user number is 0. Like I told you, right? You know, when you are driving on the road, you see a lot of symbols on the screen. You see like max speed, minimum speed, and then pedestrians walking. So like that, Or a deer may be, you know, walking on the road, careful. So there are a lot of signs you see. You just have to memorize them. Exactly like that. The knowledge here is like a memory here. Okay, but some of them are configurable. Okay, so almost all distributions, the root user is 0. User ID of the root is a user, by the way. He is the root user. Root user has a very powerful control of the system. Okay, so you know, all UIDs of the regular user IDs will start either 500 or 1000. Most of the time it's 1000, but this is configurable. You can put this in the system. Okay. All right, sir. So now, you know, there is a file called etc password, etc shadow. etc means what? Can anyone tell me what is etc?
etc.
Etc. Password is a file, shadow is a file, group is a file in the etc directory. So password file contains user information each line. Okay. So if you go to Ubuntu, you will see this. So you will see these files in the system there. Okay. All right. Every time, don't show me it again. Right control I see put in here, right? Okay. After the break, I will fix it and get it. 1 second. Don't waste my time. I go back again. I'll get the Ubuntu to will be able to see all the information I'm talking about. Okay. So the password file is going to keep the user information, right? User information. Shadow file is going to keep actual passwords. You see what I mean? In the encrypted format. Password should not be kept in the regular freely available on the screen. In the original version, early versions of you know, Unix distributions, there was not much of a security, and the password was kept in the password file, even unencrypted. And later on, they created a shadow file and then moved the password to the shadow file. And there's a group file to creating groups. So ID command on the shell prompt, you know, will display user ID, RGI, group ID, and all the information about the ID. So etc. password file here, you look at the file, then you'll have each line will have a user. The format of the line, each line is like this. Okay. The format of the each line in that file, okay, is going to be displaying about a user. The user can be the front-end user like you and me. The user can be system itself. You see what I mean? Do you agree with me? The government, for example, government, if you go, okay, and the Prime Minister, Trudeau, is a person like you and me. Do you? He's not anything different. He also has needs. You agree with me? He goes lunch break and he goes for, you know,
He
each
goes
break.
on vacation.
He goes on vacation. Spends so much money.
Yeah, spends our money.
Okay, that's
Sorry.
okay. It is a privilege. It's a privilege to him. It's okay. So, you know, so the user has a username. Like a FTP, for example, file transfer protocol, right? Can be a user by itself because it's a background working on FTP daemon or a server is running in the system. And it takes a user code. And a mail server, for example, it takes a user code. So there are system services also take the user code. And the root himself is a user. Okay. So this is a X. When this is the actual user code and password. Password is written as X, which indicate that password is not here. Password is in the shadow file. And the user ID, the number is given here. User, group ID, the number is given. A description is given to you. User home directory is given to you. Default shell is given to you. All of them are given to you. Okay, system users are daemons means, what is the meaning of daemon here? I wrote down here. What did I write?
Server.
Ah, daemon is a server. Server is always running.
It's like God.
Yeah, suppose you want to transfer a file to a remote computer. The remote computer should be running a daemon there to be able to receive your call. Otherwise, it doesn't work. The FTP daemon is working there in the background. When you try to connect it and try to transfer a file, that will become active and then take your call. And when you switch on your computer, you know what? Your computer mail transfer agent there is going to receive the mail which is coming from the server. So you'll be receiving them. Okay. So FTP daemon, for example, I give an example here. Look at it. FTP daemon allows the remote user to transfer a file. So daemon has permission to the file system to access. So @C password. People say @C, etc or @C password. It's an example here. Tell me what is the name of the user? What is the user code?
P Clark.
Yeah. So the X means what?
Password.
Password is encrypted in a different file called shadow file.
Yes.
Okay. And this one is
user ID.
User ID. Okay. So, and this one is group ID. The primary, normally when you don't create a group of yourself and then it creates the same as you are yourself as a group. Okay. What is the name of our friend here?
Petunia Clark.
Petunia Clark.
Yeah, Petunia Clark. And his home directory is /home.
P Clark.
Yeah, /P Clark. So you go to the home directory and try to list it, you will find it. So his default shell, what is it?
Bash.
Bash. So you got all the information about it. So if you are looking at, if you want to look at, okay, so @C file, @C, okay, password file. Can you tell me what is the cat? What is it going to do? Cat is a command, right?
Yeah.
What is it going
It's
to do?
gonna list.
It's just going to list the password file.
Exactly. So this is called what? What is this called? This letter here, this symbol there.
It's in it.
Pipe.
Excellent. It's a pipe. So, and then what is the more going to do for you?
More information.
It prevents the entire listing. It prevents everything from showing up at once. You can actually kind of page it.
Yeah, excellent. I'm very happy to hear that. So more is going to give you control page by page. You don't want to really just everything. If you don't put that more there, it will show all the file. Just you are in the last page of the file, and you want to see the information in the first page, so you can't see it. So you can also do, for example, looking for something. There is a. What did I write? Can you read it?
Yeah, grep.
Grep is actually what is grep? Grep is a command. So what does it do? I think I mentioned.
No idea.
What did I write?
Find.
Yeah, find a keyword, for example, tala in the password file /etc /password. So you know what? Instead of actually listing like this and trying to find information, you can also do a grep. It'll get you the line that you have the tala in there. So one line you want to see, you don't want to see the entire file. Just want to see if the guy is there in the password file or not, just do grep. Okay? Did you understand what I tried to say?
Yeah.
Can you repeat?
Yes.
And what did I tell?
Well, the cat will display all the password file,
Excellent.
and the pipe more will allow to just display a page at a time.
Perfect.
Yes.
And if you want to find specific data, you will use the grep command instead of the cat. You specify what you're looking for, and then you specify the file, including the directories where you would need to search.
Excellent. Basically, you are looking at a file now and then looking at, the keyword based, excellent, excellent. Thank you so much. So you have, Shavla is a user here, and the R Cron is another user here. And you have two users here. The FTP is a user there. So what is, what is the user code, user ID of the Shavla? What is the user ID?
519.
50?
9.
Excellent.
Does it-
What what is the full
Uh,
username of R Cron? What is the full username?
Robert Cron.
I'm Robert Cron.
Robert Cron. So what is the primary group ID of the FTP user? FTP is the background service user.
50.
Excellent, excellent. What is the path, the home directory of the root user? I didn't
What
give
is it?
anything here.
It's etc.
It's home.
Even the, the root itself, even if you
Yeah,
say
yes.
root, a root is basically the slash,
Good, yeah.
just a slash is the root user. Okay, or in some distributions slash root. In some distributions, it's just a slash. It changes from distribution to distribution. Linux distributions have different implementations. Don't forget, it's an open source software, which means that many people will do many things differently, right? Isn't it? So now it is 10:30. So I would like you people to have a break, and me too. Okay, it's a coffee break. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Well, let's go for the second one.
Of course, because before coming here, you drank a coffee, okay? But you can drink something else if you wish, or refresh yourself for, few minutes, right? When do you want to come back? You have a minimum of 20 minutes. You can have less than that if you wish, but, 20 minutes is
Yeah.
recommended time.
10 to 11. It's okay with
Yeah,
everybody.
okay. Yeah, it's fine.
All
Okay,
right.
good.
Thanks.
So that means 10:50, right? 10:50.
Yes.
Okay. Good. I'm stopping the sharing screen here. And then stop recording. Also, please remind me to continue recording. I'm pausing the record thing. Stopping the sharing screen. And then stopping this video and audio.
So what time do we return?
Pardon?
What
10:50.
time? What
Yeah,
time we return?
10:50.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome. I think it's 10:50 now, right? I hope you are back again. So let me just share my screen with you again. So start recording. I'm clicking on the record button again. So recording.